Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video in my decluttering series as I embark on this journey to being more minimalistic in my home and lifestyle. If you saw my last video, I tried to tackle all of my house at once and quickly discovered that it was very overwhelming, very stressful, and in the end of the day it was just creating more mess than anything. And so I decided I was not going to do it that way, and instead I was going to break it up and go room by room and really move at a slower pace, be more intentional within my decluttering process. Also, if you hear stuff, there's a little baby girl back here. And I just wanted to take a lot of the kind of stress away from this decluttering process and find more joy in it. And so I figured that going a little bit slower, putting less pressure on myself to do it all at once was going to be the best route for me. So today we're going to get started going room by room, and today I'm starting with my closet. I was actually dreading doing my closet because I've never been really good at getting rid of clothes. Like, I do get rid of them, but I just have a really hard time parting with clothes. I don't really know why. I feel like we all have like those things that we like to hang on to, and for me it's clothing. Even though I'm looking at my closet right now, I don't even wear half of the things hanging up in there, but I just hang on to them for like the thought of, well, maybe one day I will. But I really want to try and rid myself of that mentality and instead only keep things that bring me joy, that I actually use and are practical, and that also make me feel comfortable and confident. So what I'm going to do is get started on the closet today. I'm going to pull out all of my clothes to start with. There are other things in the closet just besides clothing, but I thought that, again, to take it slowly and to not get overwhelmed, I'm just going to start with all the clothing in my closet today, and that's what we're going to tackle. So let's go over to my closet, pull everything out, and then let's get started and see where this takes me. Welcome to my closet. This is so embarrassing to show you because my closet's a disaster. We tend to just throw everything in here and leave it to deal with it another day, and then that other day just magically never comes around and I never get around to cleaning it or just making it seem a tidy place. So that is something I'm very excited that I hope that decluttering a lot of the excess will help me feel more inspired to make this place a bit more organized and tidy looking in the future. But we're just going to start today with getting rid of all my clothes. Well, not getting rid of all my clothes. No, I am keeping a lot of them. But I'm going to pull all of my clothes out onto the bed, and I'm going to kind of do this Marie Kondo style where like I'm going to go through every item and ask myself, does this bring me joy? Do I use it? Is it even practical? Does it fit me? And things like that. So let's get started. I'm really nervous because I tend to hang on to clothes. But I need to get rid of that mentality, and we're going to start slow. And this is the first of many closet purges, I'm sure, but today will be a good step in the right direction. Also, a little tip and something I was thinking about, because I've known that I wanted to do my closet for a couple days now, so I've been trying to really like get myself almost like in the headspace for it. And I know that might sound really silly to some people, but I don't know, like decluttering every aspect of your life can be overwhelming and you want to move slowly, and I really want to be intentional with what I'm keeping and intentional with what I'm getting rid of as well. I'm really trying to shift my focus. So instead of only thinking about what I'm getting rid of and the fact that I'm getting rid of things and what I'm losing in this process, I'm trying to instead focus on what I'm gaining, what lies ahead. And right now it's exciting to think that by getting rid of clothing that doesn't serve a purpose, I'm opening up my wardrobe to be something in the future that is very comfortable to me and is something that I can put anything on and I'm gonna feel confident in that. And I really want that, especially being a mom. I don't have a ton of time to get ready, and I would rather just know that anything if I had my eyes closed and I reached for anything in my closet, it would be something that I loved. And right now I don't have that. I really do take a long time to choose what I'm gonna wear, and I tend to wear like 5 of the same outfits back and forth just because they're what I feel most comfortable in. So why am I hanging on to these things that I don't even like? I don't like what I look like in them, or things like that. So I would really encourage you, if you're in any part of your room getting rid of anything, instead of focusing on what you're getting rid of, what you're losing or whatever, instead focus on what you're gaining. You are gaining things, you are gaining more space for things that you love. And I love the idea that I now will be able to shop more intentionally and really ask myself, is this an item I love and could see myself wearing for longer than just like one season or something, before I would tend to shop and just grab whatever I thought looked cute in the moment. But now I'm going to be being more intentional with my shopping and getting pieces that I really, really love. So I'm excited. I'm nervous to get rid of things, but I'm also really excited, and I'm just trying to shift my focus onto what I'm gaining out of this whole process. So anyway, that's enough, but I did just want to share my mindset and my little tips in case you are maybe doing something similar right now. Now let's begin the process. This is my throwing away, donating, or selling pile, and I feel pretty good about this. There's a decent amount of stuff there, and I feel like that's a really good start. I had to put Samantha down for her nap, and she does nap in our bedroom, and so I quickly put everything back in the closet, and I actually did end up going back into the closet and just really quickly kind of doing a sweep through of all of my little like cubby things. I don't know what they're called. Like, it's just where I keep my pants, my workout clothes, my pajamas and things like that, and I needed to do that. So I went through there and I just said, do I use this? No. Do I use this? Yes, or sort of thing. So I added a few more things to my pile, and it was really nice. I'm not sure if you're similar, but for me, once I start decluttering and getting rid of things, it's like a snowball effect where I become even more inspired and excited about getting rid of other things. So the beginning stages of decluttering can sometimes be a little intimidating, daunting, and overwhelming, but I would really encourage you to just take that first step in starting, because I can promise you that once you start, it's probably going to inspire you to continue decluttering. Everyone's going to be different, but at least that's how it's been for me. Let me know in the comments if that's been the experience for you in your own decluttering process. But as I started to empty my closet out and really look at things and say, I don't wear this, and then allow it to go in the goodbye pile, it was so refreshing. Like, it actually felt like a weight lifting off of me. I'm like, why have I been hanging on to this? Like, I know I don't like it, I know I don't wear it, or I know it doesn't fit me super well. I had a baby last year. Like, certain clothes don't fit me very well anymore, and that's totally okay. So it was really refreshing to say goodbye to these items, and now I'm going to go through these and divide them into donate versus sell or give away, because I know my sister always likes to raid my closet when I get rid of things. So I'll probably make a pile of things to take to her that she can go through and decide what she wants to keep next time I see her. So if you have sisters or friends who maybe would like some of your clothes, especially if they're in really great condition, it's always fun. I know I love getting hand-me-downs. Like, someone else's junk is another man's treasure, and yeah, so I will probably do that as well. But I did want to share another little tip with you guys, and that is in regards to selling or getting rid of your things. So you've gone through, you've decluttered like I just did, and now you have your huge pile, hopefully a decent sized pile of things that you want to get rid of. Now, once you go through and you decide that maybe you have like a couple items that you're going to sell, make sure to take the pictures right away. Take high quality pictures in good lighting, because that's going to draw people's eyes to your product, especially if you're posting on Facebook Marketplace. It's such an oversaturated thing now. There are so many items, especially when it comes to clothing. I find it really hard to sell items on Facebook Marketplace, like clothing items. So making sure you have a high quality picture, you know, make sure you include the size, how it fits, and things like that, so that if someone's really interested, they're going to read through it, and you're not going to get 1,000 messages being like, does this fit large or does this fit small? Just go ahead and put that information out there in the first place, and that might help sell it a little quicker. And another tip is also check if there are any stores around where you can actually like resell back to them. So kind of consignment store ideas. There is one here. It's similar to Once Upon a Child, but it's called Plato's Closet, and it's basically for like adult clothes. Like, it's more like a teenager kind of vibe, the clothing. So they don't take everything. They're definitely picky with what they take, but it's worth a shot. If you have some things, put it in a basket, take it to a consignment store like that, see if you'll get any money for it. And that way, I actually like doing that over Facebook Marketplace, because it's a one-stop shop and I get couple bucks for some things, and at least I made some money instead of just taking it to the thrift store and making no money. But if I do post something on Facebook Marketplace, or I have something posted online for sale that I'm hoping to make some money out of it, I still do set a time limit for myself with selling that item. So for example, if I have this skirt, so this skirt is in pretty good condition, I'm going to post it online and see if I can get any money for it. I've hardly ever worn it, honestly. I feel like I bought it because it looked cute, but it just doesn't fit my waist very well, and so there's no point in hanging on to it. But it's in great condition, so I think someone else could probably really like this. So I'm going to take the picture and get it posted today, and then I'm going to set a time limit for myself with anything I post online, and you can choose what your time limit is. It might be, if this isn't sold in a week, it's going to the thrift store. If it's not sold in a month, it's going to the thrift store, because eventually you're going to want to part with this item and get it out of your home. It can be hard, especially if it's an item where you're like, I feel like I could make some money off of this, but if it's just not selling, and maybe you've tried consignment store and they won't take it, or you've tried Facebook Marketplace, there does come a point where I think it's really healthy to just part with it and be like, you know what? The money's already been spent. I'm going to be wiser in how I spend my money next time with buying something that I really do like and that fits me properly, or that I feel comfortable and confident in. See it as a learning experience, but make sure to part with your items. I've made this mistake multiple times in the past where I do this, I purge my closet and I have all these items, and then I want to make some money off of them. So I post a couple of the good ones that are still in fairly good condition online. If they don't sell, sometimes they end up back in my closet, and I just end up hanging them up in my closet waiting for them to sell, completely forget maybe that I posted it, and then it just becomes a vicious cycle of I'm not actually getting it out of my house. So I'm going to make sure to give myself a date that if these aren't sold by this time, then they are just going to go to the thrift store, and I'm going to see it as a learning opportunity to next time be a bit more wise and intentional with my purchases. That is going to be the end of today's decluttering video. I really hope that you guys are finding these not only encouraging and hopefully inspiring you to maybe go and declutter a room or a corner of your home, but I also hope that you are finding these helpful. I'm trying to incorporate little tips and things that I'm learning along the way into these videos, so that you're not only getting to watch me hands-on get rid of my stuff, but also hear what I'm learning in the process of it, and little tips and tricks that I'm doing to really make sure I am being wise with my time, and wise and intentional again with how I am decluttering my home, because I do want this to be an intentional process. I don't want to just run into every room and be like, garbage, 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 let's throw this away. I want to be smart about it. I don't want to have like a ton of regrets after going through my home and getting rid of things. And so I went through and did this first closet purge. I'm probably going to do another one when we switch seasons, and if there was still things that I never wore over the winter, I'll get rid of them. And then once I pull out my summer clothing, I'll make sure to do a declutter of them as well. Try on everything, because I haven't worn my summer clothes in like 2 summers now, because last summer I was like pregnant and postpartum, so a lot of them didn't fit me until later on. So now that I kind of am back to, like, I'm not in the postpartum body phase anymore, this is what my body's gonna be like now, and if my clothes fit, they fit. If they don't, goodbye. So that will be a continual process, like all of these, but I'm excited. I'm really proud of myself for getting rid of this huge pile. I feel like it's a pretty good start. And some of these were items that I very well could have said, I'm gonna keep this because it's cute or it's pretty or it looks nice, but I just don't wear it. So don't hang on to things that you think, well, that looks really nice. Try and really not ask yourself, is this pretty or does it look nice? But instead change the question to, do I wear this? Do I feel beautiful in this? Do I feel comfortable in this? Do I feel confident in this? And those are the questions you should be asking yourself, not this looked really good on the mannequin at the store, why don't I like it? Because sometimes things don't fit us as we would have hoped they would, and that's okay. Get rid of those things. You deserve to own a wardrobe that you feel confident and comfortable in. I don't know, you might hear me using the word comfort a little bit too much, but being a mom, I've just discovered, like, I'm at home majority of the time. I want my wardrobe to be comfortable, but I also want to feel like a little bit put together and dressed up. So I'm really shifting the clothes I'm buying now to be more of like, I don't know, like dressy loungewear, if that's a thing. So I'm getting rid of things that I'm like, this is not dressy loungewear. I'm never gonna wear this, and I never have an occasion to wear this. So with that all being said, I hope this was helpful. I hope it inspired you to maybe go and purge your closet, take a look through your wardrobe and see if there's anything you could get rid of. If you enjoyed this video and you are enjoying these minimalism series, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I'd love to have you join my YouTube family by subscribing down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to continue this journey next week and what that will hold. And again, if you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments down below. But I will see you guys next time.